All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Teams are conferencing now in preparation for the final game of the day. Purdue against the University of Michigan. Purdue Water Polo will have one more game in this tournament tomorrow at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Purdue will take on Michigan State B. That'll be the final game of this first Big 10 tournament weekend. Next week, the Boilermakers will host a series of games in West Lafayette. And then later in October, the University of Michigan will host Big 10 champs. We'll try and broadcast all the games here to you guys and upload them later to YouTube. Summary for this game, for those watching Purdue Polo for the first time, parents of a freshman perhaps. Traditionally, in Big 10 water polo, the title runs through our neighbors to the northeast. Either Michigan or Michigan State has had a stranglehold on the title in recent years. But last season, Purdue pulled off the upset for the first time in nearly a decade. The Wolverines fell to the Boilermakers. Can that magic be replicated here once again? Purdue started off 2-0, defeating Iowa and Illinois this morning, two of the typically lower-ranked teams in the conference. But they took care of business. Michigan coming in as well with a win in this tournament here. This will be Purdue's first major test here in Big 10 play. If they can play Michigan well, and they can steal a win, it bodes really nicely for the rest of the season. The two teams take to the pool now. Purdue in their dark caps starting from the right side. Michigan in their white caps starting from the left. In goal, we have the sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, Max Yamalov. Sprinting for Purdue, Matt Gears, the sophomore from Northbrook, Illinois. We also have Dylan Rysell in, the sophomore from Placentia, California. We have J.J. Murphy, the sophomore from Manhattan Beach, California. There's Christian Marin, the sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. Ben Wu, the sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington. And finally, Charles Ryan, sophomore from Palo Alto. And with that, the game is underway. Matt Gears sprinting at the top of your screen. Gets it. Ordinary foul called against JJ up top. He puts it in the set. Christian is there. Takes a stroke, and that's an ejection. Purdue starts with a man up. Purdue moves it around. Matt Gears calls for the 6-in. Dylan's got it up top. Puts it over to Charles. They go for it again. Charles with the ball now shoots and scores. Purdue draws first blood in this Battle of the Titans. You couldn't have drawn it up better. Now Purdue is on defense. Ben Wu guarding him at the bottom of your screen. Forces a pass across. They put it in the set. JJ is there with Matt Gears crashing down, and he is ejected. JJ is out. Now Michigan gets a 6-on-5. Moving the ball around. Christian with his hand up, shoots and scores. Some mirroring here in the two teams. That shot from Michigan snuck around a couple of hands, past Max's armpit and into the goal. Max has played really well, though, in the past season. We have a lot of confidence in him being the de facto starting goalie here, taking on the Michigan Wolverines. A little conversation happening now between the referee and the table. They currently have up on the big board Purdue 1, Michigan 0. I don't know if they don't know where the button is or something. I do have some sympathy trying to write down all the statistics, especially if you haven't played the game for a while, can be a bit of a challenge. But come on, this is the last game of the day. You've been here already. You've seen a goal scored. Referee still conferencing out there. They've fixed the score up on the main board. I don't know what else is causing them trouble. A note for this tournament here, each team has but a single timeout to use throughout the game. Quarters are 6 minutes long, down from the typical 7. I'll get comfy, it seems like the rest of the players have. Little recap of the previous 2 games. Purdue started off against Iowa. It was a very slow start for them. They were down 5-4 entering the 4th quarter, but mounted a major comeback to win, I believe, 8-5. Illinois was a bit better. Purdue started off strong and just held the lead throughout the entire game, winning, I don't have the scores written down, but I believe that one was 9-5, although it felt a lot more distant than that. Game 1 will be available, or should be available, on YouTube coming up pretty soon here. Game 2, unfortunately, we had some technical problems. That one has been lost to the ether. All we have left to remember it by are statistics and good memories. All right. They figured it out, whatever it was. Purdue with the ball. I call the commercial break, but I don't play commercials. JJ with the ball up top. Puts it into set. Christian is there. 2 defenders crashing. An excellent dish to Dylan. Puts it over to Mac Years. Mac gives it back up. Back to JJ. 7 seconds left in the shot clock now. Dylan has it. 5 seconds. He steps out. Takes the shot, blocked by a Michigan defender. Mish takes it down. They have a bit of a 6-on-5. JJ was sparring with the goalie there. Ordinary foul is called. Purdue mostly covers up with that. Takes a shot off the post. Hits the goal line. It's a Purdue ball. Max surveying around, looking for the outlet pass. And he has it with Matt. Years puts it in the set. Christian is there. He has it. He's looking for the turn. And he draws the ordinary foul. Christian's defender was holding him. 16 seconds left in the shot clock. Puts it up to Mac Years. Matt puts it right back down to Christian. Christian kind of gets dunked, but no call there. I mean, he wasn't kind of pushing down. He just kind of swam around him, and Christian flopped. That's Ben on defense now. Shot clock winding down. Michigan puts it into the corner. And a turnover is called on the far side. I believe that there's some tussling with Mac Years and his offensive player. JJ flips it back over to Max. 3 minutes left here in the first. Ball goes to Dylan. He pumps, moves in, up slides. Gives it to Matt. 10 seconds left now. The up slides, takes a shot, just a little wide. Michigan moves it into the corner. Charles on defense, puts it in the set. Dylan is there. Max comes out, and an ordinary foul is called. Michigan dishes it, and it's right back in there. Dylan again. He's kicked out. I don't know if I fully agree with that one, but it's an ejection for Dylan. Second 6-on-5 of the quarter here for the Wolverines. Move the ball around.
Purdue's pressing out hard on the outside. Purdue's even. Blocked by Max. What a save. Max looking for the outlet pass, eventually finds it with Ben, but it's offline and taken away. What a steal by JJ. That's my coach. Max gets it down to Dylan. Purdue on the attack. Just over a minute left here in the first. Dylan surveys around, gives it to Max up top. Gears tries to put it in, but it is blocked and taken away. Purdue moves it down. Michigan gets it into the corner. Puts it in the set up front, shoots and scores. JJ and Charles are swapping around there. Couldn't stop it just in time. Some substitutions now for Purdue. We have JJ, Matt, and Dylan coming out. We have Will Devine, the sophomore from Walnut Creek, California, going in. We have Kaio Kammer, freshman from San Jose, California. Who's our third? I can't see the third. There it is. It's Alex Udries, president, and our senior from Frisco, Texas.
And I should probably update the score.
JJ moving around, sliding up. Time running down. And they call it inside 2 meters. I see that Brandon Welton, one of our other new guys that just came in, sophomore from Western Springs, Illinois, was inside the goalie box. Quickly passing it down, shoots and scores. JJ beating out there. Referee calling Brendan inside 2 meters. You cannot be inside 2 and receive a pass from outside 2. That's why typically when you see us run a 6 in on a 6-on-5 attack, we will draw the first player in so we can pass inside 2. JJ with that last second shot as the quarter expires.
Nope, this one.
Purdue held serve for a while there. The late breakaway from Michigan gives them a 3-1 advantage. Just a couple little mistakes are what's separating the two teams right now. Couple 6-on-5s. One untimely turnover into counterattack. It all hinges on that. This game is certainly within reach for both teams. This is not the kind of Purdue-Michigan bout you're used to seeing in the past. Typically at this point, Wolverines are up 5-6-1. A lot more fighting the Boilermakers these past couple years. Got to see if they can keep it rolling. Maybe flip the script a little bit. Two teams conference now. Time running down here in the first quarter break. We'll be back in the second quarter. I'll let you know if anything changes in terms of the Purdue lineup. Purdue lines it up. Looks like one substitution has been made. We're putting in Sean Yu, freshman from Newport Beach, California. Otherwise, it looks to be a pretty similar lineup to what we had close out the first. Purdue will be sprinting from the right side of your screen, and it will be Sean, the freshman, to do the sprint from Purdue at the top of the pool. It'll be Sean's first sprint, unless he did it for Endless Summer. Let's see what he's got in him. Team's ready. One of the referees is making a long walk around the pool. Once he is in position, we will begin. The referee's taking a leisurely stroll, sipping his coffee, having a chat. Oh, now he goes to the break room. I don't know. Maybe he wants a sandwich or something. It's not like there's a game to be played or anything like that. Referee number one, he's been ready. He's good to go. He's got the ball ready to drop right in the pool. And he says, screw it. We're going with one ref. Michigan wins the sprint. Ejection against Purdue. They're saying that Sean was holding on to his defender. He is kicked out. Another 6-on-5 for the Wolverines. This can be killer. Christian moving in. He takes it away. He got a good jump out there, and the Michigan defender, or offensive player rather, popped him in the head as they were going for the ball. It's a turnover. Not often you see Christian get a steal. He's normally sitting down in set, slugging it out in the trenches. That's the water polo equivalent of a big man pick six. Clock winding down, Will in the corner. With 2 seconds left, he just dumps it. Smart play by Will to know the clock. There was a Michigan player down, but with that dump, Purdue has time to cover it back up. Good job there, Christian. Ordinary foul called against Kayo, down at the bottom of your screen. Ordinary foul against Christian. Ball goes across the pool. Brendan is there, ordinary foul. 10 seconds left now on the shot clock. Will in between, gets a hand up. They put it into set. JJ is there. Will's crashing down. Shoot, stopped by Max. Rebound taken in by Sean, and Purdue is going down the pool. An aggressive pass by Max to Christian. It's too far. Goalie takes it away. Stolen by JJ. If you didn't notice, I'm flipping back and forth between stats and commentating. Great job, Mr. Coach. Brendan takes it down at the top of your screen, looking for a pass. Give it to JJ. 10 seconds left now on the shot clock. Gives it back to Brendan. He's looking around. 3 seconds left. Lob across off the crossbar, but it works effectively as a bit of a dump. We'll take it. And that's Brendan's first miss. He was 4 for 4 up to that point, but I think that's a bit of a tactical miss. You know? Guys get tangled up there. That's Brendan and Max. Brendan gets on his back, and that's a 5-meter penalty. He is out. John's trying to get out, and he don't listen to nobody. shot, scored. Three minutes left here in the quarter. Purdue makes some substitutions. Who we got in? Number 6, we have Charles. Charles Ryan, sophomore from Palo Alto, California, back in. We also have Matt Gears back in. He was going for that drive across. Bit of a far out pass from Charles. No good. Alex Udrich is also back in. Senior from Frisco, Texas. Shoots and scores. Starting to get a little out of hand for Purdue here. Another substitution, Christian coming out. Who's going in? That's Dylan Rysel. Dylan puts it over to Will. Ordinary foul is called. They were giving a little hug session prior to the pass. Will now moves it up. He upslides. He puts it into set. JJ is there. Dishes it back out. Will's not quite paying attention, but he makes up for it. 10 seconds left now on the shot clock. Puts it across the mat. He gets it up. Stopped by the goalie. Recovers it. Passes it to JJ and in. Wonderful concentration there. Michigan back on the attack. Udry's on defense there, pushing him away. Forces the pass. JJ now puts it in the set. Dylan is there. And an offensive foul is called. He threw an elbow there. Oh, I'm sorry. Udry's with the ball in the top corner. Looks for the pass. 10 seconds left on the shot clock now. Bad pass by Udrich, and it's taken away by Michigan. Michigan with the ball down. They put it in the set. Dylan's there once again. Reaches for the ball. Ordinary foul is drawn. Puts it across to the driver. Now flips it back out. Will was in pursuit. Charles crashes down. Shoot off the crossbar. Max puts it up now to Will, who puts it into JJ. Slow set there. And there's the ejection. JJ was being held, and Purdue has its second 6-on-5 of the game. Moving it around. Ball goes to Udrich, and he runs the 6 in. Purdue shifts, puts it up to Charles. He pumps, puts it around to Will. He pumps, shoots off the post. But it stays in the pool. We have a new shot clock, and it is now a 6-on-6. Charles with the ball. He pumps, he moves in, shoots, and scores! That's the response you were looking to see. 31 seconds left now here in the first half. JJ at the ball, pushing him back. Pass goes down, Charles is there. They put it into set. And Udrich draws a 5-meter. He got behind the guy. There's a switching play. And Udrich is ejected with the shot incoming. A lot of 5-meter shots already. He shoots it over the goal altogether. That wasn't even off the crossbar. Oh my. 20 seconds left now in the half. Will has it. Draws the ordinary foul. Looking around, puts it in the set. JJ is there. Dishes it to Udries. He's got a good look. Charles was open across. He couldn't get it to him. 4 seconds left. Dylan with the ball now. Shoots. Stopped by the goalie. And that's the half. Purdue looked lost there for such a long time, but they found it right at the end. 3-5 going into halftime break. That was some incredible fight by the Boilermakers there at the end of the second half to bring the score closer, to keep this game in striking distance. The Big 10 championship will not be decided here, but this might be a preview of what's to come at that final tournament in October out in Ann Arbor. Purdue's looking good already. You're just hoping they can kick it up one more gear and start really putting the screws on the Wolverines. You're making a good fight.
Pretty well.
Good photos for you?
Okay. Bro, did you see the one I texted when you heard me?
No, I have my phone for my camera. I can't see what this picture. That is almost as good as his sister's photo. I'll have to share alongside it. There's a photo of her doing like damn near an exact replica of the Pog face after she scored a half-court shot against Michigan.
Oh man, I actually was good.
Allie? Yeah, she was very good. She
Quit senior year because she didn't want to deal with.
she wanted to do swimming.
Oh really? That's what
She was a very good. She was a sprinter.
Oh yeah. No, she quit. She quit 2 years ago.
Well, 2 years. She quit for her senior year, which I think was two or 3 years ago.
Wow. Honestly, it kind of sounds like we're the game's not back together.
What here? I think this game we're playing pretty well there. It was looking hairy, but we came
No,
back.
gang.
Oh.
Gang is definitely not getting back together.
What game?
No, the juniors.
No.
It's all for one or one for nothing. Most of it is nothing. Not strong will.
Yeah, starting with you. You gotta whip them into shape. Well, in other news, the Mariners are doing well.
That's pretty good.
I haven't checked. Let's see. Football scores.
We do need to whip them into shape.
Are you gonna do stats from here on out?
Oh god, it's going to be really long.
I plugged it in recently, but we'll. Yeah, we're at 35%, which is up a little bit.
Will it take a service charger then?
No, it doesn't.
What the? Oh, bro, that makes.
Oh wait, yes it does, but I need it for mine.
No, but you're cool.
My battery's dog water, especially when I'm live streaming, but I can at least give it some juice.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see what how Purdue football is doing. Purdue football has gone final. Number 24 Notre Dame has knocked off the Boilermakers 56-30. It was. They didn't score in the fourth quarter at the very least, which tells you how the first 3 quarters went.
Teams line up now. Who do we have in? We've got number 4, Sean Yu, freshman from Newport Beach, California.
We have Ben Wu, sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington. We have Christian Marin, sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. We have Dylan Rysell, sophomore from Placentia, California. We have Charles Ryan, sophomore from Palo Alto. And we have Brendan Welton, sophomore from Western Springs, Illinois. Brandon was on the sprint. He did not win it. Can you mark that down? There. Brendan was on the sprint. He did not win.
Shot clock winding down, shoots off the crossbar. Sean going after it. It's a foul. Michigan retains possession. He has the ball, shoots and scores. Oh no. Sean was crashing in, but when the shot was made, it rebounded out. So his former offensive player was just left wide open. Unfortunate.
I think game's charged like it's not tomorrow. It's already at 38.
Ball moves around. That's Ben Wu with it right now. He moves up, puts it over to Dylan. Stands up, puts it into set. Christian is there, making a turn, shoots and scores!
Purdue responds.
Down. Nice stop by Max there. But Dylan is ejected. He was holding him from behind to prevent the rebound. Put it across. Sean trying to work around. Get a hand up there. Puts it to the post. And he scores. The 2 top players were so far back. They were all the way at half court. Christian and Ben were hanging out with them instead of crashing down. And that's why you don't do that. Just left the post wide open. Sean had to guard 2 guys. He's out right now. Going in for Purdue is Oliver Lucchese. Big Cheese, sophomore from Mill Valley, California. JJ with the ball, moving it down, surveying the pool. Over to Charles now. Back to JJ. Takes a rip off the post. Michigan goalie barely reacted to that. Think about maybe catching him napping a little.
I should update the score.
And a 5 meter is called against JJ. You marking this down, man? Man, is this the 3rd 5 meter taken by the Wolverines today? Holy. I don't feel like any of the calls were egregious. A nice stop by Max! They have all these 5 meters, but ball don't lie sometimes. One has sailed and one's been blocked. JJ going down, and they call a turnover. Submarine by a Purdue player. I don't know which one. Probably Christian and Set trying to get around for open water. Wolverines taking the ball down. Ben on defense up top there. They put it into Set. Charles is there. Stop! Stop by Max. Michigan keeps the ball, but there's a little bit of miscommunication between the referees. They want to hash something out here real quick. It was tipped by a Purdue defender before, Max. They may have seen that a little bit differently, but it is Michigan ball. They get a refresh shot clock. Here we go again. Ben on defense. Defender pumping. Excellent defense by Ben there. Christian over to Kraft. Now back to his guy. Up in the corner. An awesome stop there by Oliver. Michigan recovers. Now off in the corner. JJ with it right to Max's chest. And an ejection is called. An ejection is called against Michigan. Fighting in transition. Jerry calls a timeout.
Ejection by who?
One of the Michigan players in transition gave a bit of a kick, I believe, to one of the Purdue guys. Purdue uses its one and only timeout here with just under 3 minutes left in the third. Let's see what Jerry's going to dial up for a 6-on-5 goal. As a reminder for everybody watching, this is, well, the last game of the day, not just for Purdue, but for the whole tournament. There will be one more game for Purdue on Sunday, 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time, against Michigan State B. We will have a tournament next weekend at Purdue. Those games will be live streamed as well, followed by Big 10 championships at the University of Michigan in October. Purdue takes the field with a couple minor changes. We now have Will Devine in. We now have... Who's that going to the corner? We have Ben Wu in. He was already in there. Maybe just Will. Maybe that's the only change we've made. I can't see everybody. They're all in the scrum. Max starts with the ball. Critical 6-on-5 here for the Boilermakers. Passes it off to Dylan. Here we go. JJ gets it in the corner. Puts it back up to Dylan. All the way across to Ben. All the way back to Dylan. Gets it in the corner. 6 in is called. JJ moves it across, over to Ben. He gets it, pumps, gives it back, shoots, blocked by the goalie. And now Purdue is down on the counterattack. Ball comes out, but it's a little bit short. Purdue can mostly make that up. That's Dylan in pursuit. It's a lob shot, and it goes in. Brutal. Just brutal there. It looked like Ben Wu was going to rip it off that 6-on-5, but it wasn't a great pass. He couldn't get a good handle on it, and he had to pass it off to Charles. Charles gave it one heck of a rip, but it was no good, and the rebound was unkind. JJ moving it down, gives it to Ben. Works it over to Dylan. Ordinary foul is called. Shot clock winding down. Less than 8 seconds remain. Back to Ben. 5 seconds. Takes the rip. Blocked out of bounds by a Michigan field player. Dylan's lost his cap, but the game goes on. Minute and a half left here. Dylan in pursuit of that Michigan player. Gives it across to the post. Skips up. Blocked by Max. But it hits the goal line. It is 2-meter. Michigan retains possession, and they get a fresh shot clock. Max a little frustrated with that one. He almost had it. It was a great save. Ball goes up top. Dylan is there. Keeps his hands out of the water, forcing it around the outside. Ordinary foul. Into the post. Ben in pursuit. Blocked by Charles. Michigan player gets it. Ordinary foul is called. We go for round 3 here. JJ gets a hand up, moves out towards him, takes a shot outside the goal. Purdue ball, finally. 1 minute left here in the third. Max looking around, looking for his outlet. Purdue is not giving him any good looks. Finally, he passes it over to Ben. then puts it into JJ. He backhands it and scores. Filthy. Substitutions being made now for the Boilermakers. We have Colin Lappin, the junior from St. Louis, Missouri, in. We have Kyle Kammer in. We have Matt Gears in. Purdue plays his cards right. This will be the last possession for Michigan here in the quarter. Will on his defender, hanging on back. Now swaps over for Colin. Good play there on defense. Colin now in pursuit. They put it in the set. JJ's there. Turns around, stopped by Max. Michigan player takes it out for the rebound. But it is a foul, and it is Max's ball. It is Purdue's ball. 27 seconds left. Purdue is up 6 on 5. Gives it over to Kaio. He is open. Moves it in. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Pumps, shoots, and scores! 10 seconds left in the quarter. Purdue's playing with fire. JJ pushing him back. Colin is there now. Ordinary foul. 1 second left. He takes it up. He takes the lob. No good. We go to the fourth. Yeah, they like to hold that baby down, don't they?
That was on fire. They got him just where they want him.
Every time it seems like Michigan is going to pull away, Purdue says, not on my watch. This 2-goal differential is held for most of the game. It was 3-1 after the first quarter. All they got to do is flip that first quarter around. What a game. All comes down here to the fourth. 2-goal deficit for Purdue. It has been their wall. They have gotten to this differential so many times. They've come back to it, but they just can't go beyond it. Can it be broken now? Can they put their stamp on the start of this 2025 season with a win against Michigan? This matchup, since the history of CWPA, has been nigh unwinnable. Purdue, for the first time, and as long as I can find in the database, won a game against the Wolverines last year. And they look to do it again here tonight. Boilermakers line up for the sprint. We have Matt Gears. We've got Charles Ryan. We've got Kyle Kammer. We've got Brandon Welton. We've got JJ Murphy. And Kyle's actually going to come out. We have Will Devine and Christian Marin. It will be Matt Gears going for the sprint at the top of your screen. Refs ready, teams ready. Here we go, fourth quarter underway in Columbus. Michigan wins the sprint. Moving it around on the top line now. That's Christian on defense, draws the ordinary foul. They put it in the set. JJ is there, turns around, shoots and scores. Matt Gears and Charles Rhines were coming down the crash. They weren't quite fast enough. Michigan strikes here in the fourth. Now for the Boilermakers to do what they've done all night and respond. JJ has the ball, moves it up, makes his plan. Over to Brendan, I should say. Back to JJ. Just a sort of sidearm shot stopped by the goalie. But it's a turnover. One of the Michigan players had a little extracurriculars going on as the teams went down in transition. It's Purdue ball. Matt Gears has it. They wanted to pull it outside of 2 meters. A little confusing. There you go. Now it's Purdue ball. Another 6-on-6 opportunity here for the Boilermakers. Fresh shot clock. JJ looks around, flips it over. That's Will. Now Charles in the corner. He pumps, he moves, he puts it into Brendan. He reaches out for it. 2 defenders with him. He can't hold on. Michigan driving down now. Purdue well covered on defense. A little bit of rotation in play. Charles is up. They put it in the set. JJ is there. Will is crashing down, turns around, shoots and scores. That was just a good spin move right there. Quick little substitution made here. We have Matt Gears out. Who's in for him? Looks like Dylan's in for him. Christian gets the ball at set. Shoots it. Tipped right as he shot and well over the goal. Defenders hanging all over him. Michigan moves it around. That's Christian on defense. Puts it in the set. JJ is there. Michigan offensive player kind of playing with his food a little bit. He scores. It just looks like after all those miracles, Purdue's starting to run out of gas here in the fourth. Michigan's starting to run away with it. 3 goals in 3 minutes for the Wolverines. Quick substitution now. Kaio going in. Christian coming out. Dylan with the ball up top. Gives it over to Will. Now across to Charles. Puts it into set. JJ's there. Nice little turnaround. And it's an ejection. 6-on-5 for Purdue. He was hanging all over his shooting arm during that shot attempt by JJ. Ball goes over to Brendan. Now all the way back around to Charles. Flips it back down. Brendan pumps. He looks. He shoots. He scores! That's what the doctor ordered. And I'm getting a doctorate degree. I would know. Kaio on defense there. Ordinary foul is called. Puts it across. That's Brendan. Looking for a bit of a foul call. Charles crashes down. They put it in the set right behind Dylan's head. And they call a ball under. Michigan defender was kind of underwater. Passes it right back out. Shoots over the goal. Michigan defender who was in set kind of got pushed down. He kind of fell down, perhaps. Dylan didn't see him, didn't have the urgency until he popped up right in front of him. U-boat's attacking. Charles puts it in the set. JJ's there, flips it out to Brendan. Good emergency dish. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Brendan swings it back around to Charles. 10 seconds left now. That is Will. He pumps, he looks, he shoots just outside the corner. And there's a turnover. A little improper procedure from Michigan. I'm not sure what the call was there. It's Purdue ball. Puts it across, that's Will again. Flips it over to JJ. 15 seconds on the clock. JJ with a quick shot, trying to catch him napping, but the goalie's right there. Two minutes left now in the game. Yeah, you can tell Purdue's a little wiped out right now. They're moving slow. 10 seconds left on the clock. Puts it in the set. Will is there, shoots and scores.
Boilermakers had guys crashing. They just couldn't get there in time. And the subs are coming out. We have Will out, Brendan out. We have Ben in. We have Oliver in.
Final 2 minutes here. Puts it over to Kaio. He's looking around, gives it back to Dylan. Dylan just moving up. He's moving up. He just rips it. A little bit of hero ball there from Dylan. You can sense the desperation, but now we're down 2-on-1 on a counterattack the other way. Puts it across, puts it in. Another substitution here for Purdue. Kaio is out, Sean is in. Michigan was still subbing some players. They're going to reset that pass out. Yeah, a little 7-man in the water, but you don't have a 5-yard penalty in water polo or an automatic first down. Still with the ball up top. Puts it over to Sean. Ordinary foul's called. 15 seconds left on the clock. Sean just rips it. Blocked by his Michigan defender. Wolverine ball. And an ejection is called. That's Sean. Kicked out for a little wrestling down low. Michigan looks like they're just going to want to milk this clock for as long as it's worth. They got 22 seconds on the shot clock, 40 left in the game. Michigan moves the ball around. Nice and slow. Purdue is even. It's back to 6-on-6. Oliver. Field blocking. Takes the shot. Oh, wow. That was a perfect crossbar shot. Maybe even tipped a little bit there by Oliver. You couldn't have written a better one. Wow. Well, let's hope Purdue goes out in a little bit of glory here. 20 seconds left in the game. Dylan with the ball. One last crack at offense here. Puts it up to Charles. All the way over to Oliver. Back to Sean. 5 seconds left in the game. Sean rips it, stopped by the goalie, and that will do it.
A fantastic game for 3 quarters. Purdue just ran out of gas at the last step there. You can see 1 goal for Purdue and an unfortunate 6 for the Wolverines. Still, that game showed a lot of promise. There's a lot of fight in all 3 of those first quarters. You can see how there is a path out there for Purdue to slay the Dragon and beat Michigan at some point this year, but it will not be today. Purdue loses their first game of the 2025 CWPA season. They dropped to 2-1. Michigan goes to 2-0. One more game for the Boilermakers tomorrow, 3 o'clock versus Michigan State B. I'll see you live on Twitch or later on in YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. 3 awesome games here today.